Welcome back to the channel. Today we're discussing guitar and amp settings. So first things first, the guitar, you do need a single coil guitar. This is a J. Reynolds off-brand, and maybe it's a hidden gem I don't know anything about. I don't know. The main thing is single coils and having your neck pickup, your middle, and your bridge low. Do you see how low those are? I don't know if the camera's getting that. The reason you want them low, the magnets, as far as I understand, the magnets in the pole pieces, the closer they are to the strings, the more presence you have, which seems like a good thing. The problem is when you're doing those long John Frusciante sustained notes during a solo, usually his live stuff, if you want that sustain, the closer these pickups are to the strings, they're going to pull on the magnets, to pull the strings on the magnets. So you're not going to get that sustain that you want. I've experimented with it, and that's exactly what happens. You get more presence the closer they are to the strings. You get a lot more punchiness, more presence. That's cool. But then when you go to bend a note and you're trying to hold it out for a long time, like he does, it just kind of, the white noise starts coming in. You lose the note in the white noise. So, almost to the pick guard. I mean, very close. Every guitar is going to be different. Experiment with it. Just get your screwdriver, lower them down very close to the pick guard. Tip from Dave Simpson. Thank you, Dave Simpson. You're the greatest. And I'm just trying to share my experience and my knowledge with you. Next, as far as the rest of the guitar, action, as low as you can get it without it buzzing. And the string gauge, I'm using about, I think I'm using some 10s. Doesn't really matter. I've grown to like thicker gauge strings the more I've progressed and learned in guitar. So, but you don't have to do that. You do what you want. So, off to the amp. What you want is that little bit of grit. So I've got my pre-gain, my distortion. I turned it up at 5. It's halfway up. And it doesn't sound real. It almost sounds clean, but when you dig into it, breakup in it. What I like to do, I turn my levels where I want them on the pre and the post, and then I start playing my highs. So let's say we just started, okay? Right now it sounds horrible. No EQ. What I do is with my finger on one guitar and the other finger on my amp, just play the B and the E string until it's a nice crisp sound. Sounds good about right there. That sounds better. Okay. And rule of thumb, the mids are always going to be down for a John Frusciante sound. But your amp might be a little bit different than mine. You might have to turn it up a little bit. So then I go to my low sound. I play the E and the A string together until I get just enough low to feel it. I like it right there. It sounds pretty good. See, right there, I feel like I need a little bit more high. That's where I like it. I've got my reverb turned down to 0. I've got my presence on about 3 to 4. Some people will turn their highs down and crank up their presence. The only problem is my presence, when I turn it up, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a lot of buzz when I turn my presence up too loud. So I just like mine until it starts, when I start hearing that white noise, that's where I stop. And I go just a little bit behind. So that's where I like that. And then the T dynamics, the same thing with it. You know, the higher you turn it up, you hear the white noise. Don't like that. I'll start playing something so you can kind of see what it sounds like. you have it, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're like me, you kind of suck at guitar. You've been playing for like 20 years and you still can't play Snow. But that's okay, because at least you sound kind of like John Frusciante. At least I think I do. Let me know in the comments how I did, how bad I did. I don't care. Roast me, toast me, serve me up for breakfast. I don't care. I love you, and I hope this helps. For any of you that don't know what to do, maybe this has brought you some inspiration, some joy, some insight on how to sound like John Frusciante. That's what this is all about. Thank you.